Hey guys, so today we're going to be putting these two styluses up against each other to see which one is truly the better option for you during the school semester and if you should pick it up. That's right, the Apple Pencil and the Logitech Crayon. And thank you to the person that commented to see this video. If you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments and I'll definitely try and get them out. Now, I've done an in-depth complete review of both the Apple Pencil and the Logitech Crayon. So if you're interested in taking a closer look at those styluses individually, I'll put those videos in the cards and in the description for you to check them out. Also, it would really help my channel if you could leave a like and even subscribe if you want more videos just like this one. More videos are on the way, so hit the bell icon if you don't want to miss them. So, for this comparison, we're going to be talking about a bunch of different characteristics that set these devices apart, and of course, all relating back to where I assume most of you guys would be using this, and that is for note-taking digitally in school. Some of the things that we'll be talking about include the build and body of the two styluses, the connection and simplicity of use, the battery life, the writing experience, the price, and my overall conclusion. Now, on a side note, I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I found important for school, and that may not be necessarily all the features, simply because I found that as a high school student, it is not as important as some of the other features, at least in my opinion. Again, if you want to see a more in-depth review of each product individually, I really recommend that you go check out the videos in the description. So, first of all, the body and build of the two styluses. The Logitech Crayon has a carpenter style body, while the Apple Pencil has a traditional pencil body. The Apple Pencil allows for you to do tricks, but can roll away, while the Logitech Crayon feels more durable and can stay put, but has a flimsy top. Now, personally, I found that the carpenter style body is a little bit more uncomfortable for me, just personally because I find that my hands while writing with it hurt after about 15 or 20 minutes, while with the traditional style of pencil for the Apple Pencil, I find that it's a really comfortable writing experience and that overall just writing with it feels much better in the hand. And if I'm writing for a really long time, I can really do that with the Apple Pencil versus the Logitech Crayon. So in terms of the build, that's going to Logitech. But overall, for the body of the two styluses and which one is more comfortable, I've got to give it to the Apple Pencil. Also, because of those sick Apple Pencil tricks. I mean, come on. Secondly, the connection and the simplicity of use. How easy is it for you to get set up? In terms of how easy it is to get started from iPad off all the way to writing on the screen, the Apple Pencil does keep a good battery life while remaining connected and never needs to be connected again. The Apple Pencil is always on, so it's always readily available, and it's always connected, so you never need to reconnect to the iPad. The Logitech Crayon has an okay battery life that is not checkable in the batteries widgets, which is a negative in my opinion, which does need to be turned off in order to save some of that battery life. But the Logitech Crayon does not actually need to connect to your device. Once you bring it close to your device, it just works seamlessly and quickly. So in terms of which one can be easily connected and set up faster, I'm going to have to give that to the Logitech Crayon only because it doesn't connect via Bluetooth. The Apple Pencil is a still really fast connection method and does maintain a good battery life because it stays on the entire time. Now, in terms of the battery life, something that's really important to me about the battery life, before even talking about numbers, is just showing up in the widgets. I like to be able to have a relative idea of what my batteries are like, and that's why I like seeing the top of my iPad with the battery percentage, and even on my phone, and even on the Apple Pencil. It's really important to see the battery life because I get an idea of whether I need to charge it or not, and you simply don't get that with the Logitech Crayon. The Apple Pencil, like I mentioned in my Apple Pencil video, gets around 12 hours of usage, while the Logitech Crayon only gets around 7 hours, and on most days I feel that I have a lot more battery life on the Apple Pencil because I can use it during school and then when I come home and sometimes even to the next day, while with the Logitech Crayon I'd constantly have to just use it up through school and then after school I'd have to charge it for a little bit. Now both devices charge really quickly, so charging it is not necessarily that much of an issue, but in terms of which one gets the battery life better for you, the Apple Pencil takes it there. Now, like I mentioned before, the writing experience. So, firstly, how do they feel in the hand? Like I mentioned before, the Apple Pencil does feel way better in the hand compared to the Logitech Crayon for me personally. If you prefer a carpenter style pencil, that is all on you, but for me personally, I just like that traditional pencil feeling. And how they feel on the iPad is mostly the same. I found that the Apple Pencil does feel a little bit better, maybe because it is a little bit more of a premium device. But in general, both devices are pretty equal there on how they feel on the iPad screen themselves. And I'm going to have a screen protector review to show you guys which screen protector I'm using to get a better feeling of writing on the iPad. Further with the writing experience, the Logitech Crayon features a solid stroke, while the Apple Pencil features pressure sensitivity. So in terms of overall which better writing experience you're going to have, personally with me, I've found that the Apple Pencil just simply has more features and feels way better than the Logitech Crayon. That is not to say that the Logitech Crayon is bad, but again, the Apple Pencil just does it a little bit better than the Logitech Crayon here. Now, for the price, the Apple Pencil price is definitely way more expensive for generally the same product, with the exception of a few features that are not necessities, that are just luxuries to have. The Logitech Crayon is priced much better at a way more affordable price, and you get most of the necessities that you're going to need for note-taking, and it is a still great device. So, Logitech Crayon obviously takes it here for having a much better price, but essentially you're getting the necessary features with the Logitech Crayon, and with the Apple Pencil, you're just getting more of those luxury features that you'd expect from that higher price point. So, overall, I still believe that the Logitech Crayon is a better buy out of the two for students that are looking to take digital notes on a budget. The Apple Pencil is a better buy if you can afford to spend the extra $40 to $50 because of the small benefits that add up to the pleasure to use it over the Logitech Crayon. For example, the pressure sensitivity, or in my case, the body itself for that nice writing experience. Those small little features that add up are definitely to me worth the extra amount of money that I've spent for it, but the Logitech Crayon definitely does get the job done well at a very good price. The Logitech Crayon is for note takers and those who want a pointing device, while the Apple Pencil is for artists, designers, and anyone that can afford the extra cash on this device. Both of them are going to do a great job for note taking, but you're just going to have to watch your own personal use case for each device. Again, both styluses are great devices, and based on the use case that I just mentioned, I think that you should see what your budget is and what you're going to be using them for during the school year. They both definitely have their own pros and cons, and again, if you want a more in-depth video on both these devices, you can check them out in the description, but this video is just simply comparing them both and which one is the better buy. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe to let me know that you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback or recommendations, I read every single comment and answer every single comment. So if I've missed anything, leave a comment and it'll get answered. Until then, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.